Who came in to the general fund was transferred to the capital projects fund to reduce this fund balance. So in 2010, this was just to show that in fact this is what should have happened. This is from the state of Vermont showing the payment. This 3130 is the business that they did in their capital project.
Okay, and the breakdown for this 100 in payables, 103,200,
It was paid.
it was paid. Now where did it go?
It came to the
Payables.
general fund,
And then from there, it was paid out to whom?
and then it was transferred, inter-fund transfer to the capital projects fund.
Okay, and the payables from the capital projects fund. That's what I'm interested in, where the money went exactly.
It went to the capital projects fund. They had already spent over $1 million on projects,
Okay, and where are the payables for that $1 million?
okay? They are in an account. If you want you mean to the contractor?
Everything, yeah, I want
Sure.
payables, you know what I mean? That's the whole thing, I'm concerned about, even all these numbers, yeah, it went from this fund to that fund.
Okay,
What happened to it? I mean, that's what everyone wants to know, you got all of these large amounts of sums of money, and if you look at something like this, yeah, it makes sense, it went from there to there, I see that. But the most important thing to all the people is how it was spent.
okay. During the year 2010, on the project, they spent $921,055 in construction costs. You want a breakdown of what that
Yeah,
921 was?
That's $1 million almost, so, you know, I mean, that's of interest, how it was spent, yeah,
Mhm. Okay,
the payables on that.
then in the next year, we can get those payables in a minute, I think. They borrowed some funds. This is the year that they borrowed $593,000 to pay part of the cost of construction.
So I see it went down to 487.
Right, but
What about
there's-
that other figure? Will we,
Right, but there's no 52,207. It
Right.
doesn't come.
Okay,
So when the audit was done, or the end of the year closing was done, that 52 just remained as general fund money. It was spent out of the general fund.
it was spent, okay, it was spent, so it was used, and it wasn't used to pay back the debt.
Well, it
was
actually
used to spend.
probably was used over here. When you look at the general fund, part of the revenues were that 52,000 up here, the 2,361,000.
Okay, let's get back to that 52,000. The way I'm hearing it now is $52,000 came in from
Here it
the
is.
grant.
Yep.
Okay,
So their-
52,000.
Their total revenues are here.
Okay, this is 52,000, and it didn't go back, and it didn't go towards
And it didn't
paying.
get transferred toward the capital fund. It
Okay.
became part of a fund balance of 102,000 that actually did get transferred. But it wasn't transferred specifically. It'll be in the next year. We'll see some of this 168 of fund balance gets transferred.
Okay, it's part of that.
Yeah.
Intergovernmental.
Right, it
So,
came
okay,
from a different
let's back it up.
governmental agency.
Let's back it up one time. You're not seeing it being transferred into the intergovernment. Where does that happen?
Well, when we look back here, in our first example of 2010, this is what should have happened. This 103,000,
Where does that again?
first page. That's, the only reason this is included is to show what should have been the bookkeeping entry.
Well, should have been, worries me, but let's see if we can figure this out. So we've got grant proceeds, 103,200.
Right.
And then how does that, where does the 52,000 figure into
So-
that? Or from it, or whatever?
It doesn't. In this year,